Hey everyone, Sega Mantoni back here. This is actually a video I am doing for a friend that I work for, or no, not I work for, that I work with at my job. He's a young kid. He's into this next-gen gaming. He has a Xbox One, a Wii, and a Wii U. Actually, a Wii U, I guess, is becoming more so vintage pretty soon, I guess. Sorry for the lighting, but his name is Jake, and he actually wants to get into collecting actually for the TurboGrafx 16. So I'm going to do this video for him to give him an idea of what to collect for the TurboGrafx 16. A lot of the games I have are kind of pricey. Some are okay, I guess, in price range. But I told him I would do this video for him. He's a young blood, young gamer. And I told him if you want to get into collecting for the TurboGrafx 16, it's not going to be cheap. And first of all, he needs to get a system first and then games. I'm not going to really show the system, but I told him I would do this video and give him an idea of what games that are pretty good for the system that are kind of affordable. You know, some of the games I got are becoming not so much affordable. I've had these games for a very long time. I've had my TurboGrafx for a very long time, so I'm going to do this video here and give him some idea what to collect for the TurboGrafx 16, because he said he's heard of it. His uncle, you know, when he was younger had one. You know, he was telling him about it. So I said, alright, I'm going to do a video on it. Check out my channel, and you'll get an idea of what to collect for the TurboGrafx 16. So these games I'm about to show are not in order, Jake. This is just all what I have for the TurboGrafx 16. So I'm going to show you some box art. It's really hard to collect these games with the box, because the box they were either ripped or tore, and it's very hard to find some of these games with the box. So I have some that have boxes and some that don't. So let's get into it, Jake, and I'll show you and tell you a little bit about the TurboGrafx 16. Now, these first games I have here, Jake, a couple. These are all loose carts. The first one I have here, it's actually a pretty good game for TurboGrafx 16, and it's Bravo Man. My lighting is not good down here in my game room, but hopefully you can see that, bro. But it's a very good game. I got this from Amazon for I think it was $5. It's not like a Mario Brothers or anything like that, but it's kind of an action adventure game. It might be something you might like, or you might want to, you know, get into. You know, if I do stress to you, if you do want to get into it, you might want to see a video on it first. Now, these here, I don't have a PC Engine yet. I'm thinking about getting some, but I do have some import Japanese games, loose carts. I don't know exactly what they're called here, but I will show them to you. They looked interesting. That's the first one there that I got when my friends owned the game store. They priced it for me at $5. Another one here they priced for me for $5. Looks pretty interesting. I remember seeing a video on it. It looked like a hack and slash adventure, like horror game. I can't say what it is because I can't see it very well. But that's it right there. It looks like it would be a pretty good game. So when I get my PC Engine, I will be trying it out. I don't know what this one is at all. They told me it was an action adventure game and that it was pretty good. That's another one right there, another Japanese import game. Hopefully it'll be pretty good to check that out. Now, this one here, I'm into shooters, Jake. I collect shooters for all my systems. This one is called Sinstron, I think. It's an awesome game. It was a tad bit pricey. for the TurboGrafx 16. I think well, not real pricey. I think I paid like $20 for it. But yeah, it has went up in price. You know, all shooters that you find on the TurboGrafx 16, they're pretty much pricey. So if you're lucky to get your hand on one for a good price, buy it. Now, a couple other things. I'm not going to show you the box art yet. I'm going to do that last. But the next game I got here, I made a cover for it. I put it in a DVD case. It's a very great game. It is a little pricey right now. It is Ninja Spirit. That's a pretty cool game for the TurboGrafx 16. The back here has some artwork. It's pretty cool. This might be something you really enjoy since you told me you like ninja games. But yeah, all I did was just put that in a DVD case and, you know, made a cover for it. The next one here, it's a wrestling game. You might not be too much into that. It's Battle Royale. It doesn't have a cover, but I will show you the game itself inside here. This is called Battle Royale for the TurboGrafx 16. That was only $5 on Amazon. That wasn't too bad. This is a really great game I'm going to show you now. It's a shooting game. It's called Deep Blue. It is very sought after. It has went up in price, and it is complete in the case here. It's a really cool shooter, and it's also a hard shooter, you know. And there's the card there, you know, and it's complete with the book. But it's very challenging. So if you want to go for shooters, yeah, if you get that, it's going to be a little challenging for you there. Okay, let's see here. Next one here, this is a sports game. It was only $3. It's World Court Tennis for the TurboGrafx 16. I don't know if you'd be much into that, but I'm a collector, so I collect all types of stuff for systems. Another one here that has went up in price, I believe so. I've had this for a long time. Is Legendary Axe. It's a good action adventure game. It's a little hard, you know, but it's not bad. One of the best games I believe on here graphically, and a lot of people that collect for the TurboGrafx 16 do own this game, is Legendary Axe 2. That's a great game there. You would really enjoy this. Graphically, it's just a masterpiece on the TurboGrafx 16. It's a pretty awesome game. You might pay a little for it, but it's worth having in your collection if you're going to collect for the TurboGrafx. The next one for the TurboGrafx is a kind of a good answer to Double Dragon, kinda, is Vigilante. Vigilante is a great game for the TurboGrafx 16. I got this for $5. Like I said, I've had these games forever, and I was lucky enough to get them that cheap. Another good game that a lot of people that are sought after shooter. It's a very great game. It's called Blazing Lasers. This is an awesome game on a TurboGrafx 16. It has went up in price. I've seen a lot of people do videos on Blazing Lasers and say that that's their best shooter on the TurboGrafx 16. It's a very sought after game. It's awesome to have in your collection. The next one I have here, it's a racing game. Like I said, everybody knows I'm into racing. It's called Victory Run. That's another pretty cool game for the TurboGrafx 16. And the thing about the TurboGrafx 16 is it also had great artwork on the front of their covers. Now this is one of the coup de grace TurboGrafx 16 games that a lot of people want to get for their TurboGrafx, but it's kind of expensive. It is Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse is an awesome game on the TurboGrafx 16. I also own the sequels on the Sega Genesis Complete in Box, but a lot of people are after this game. It's just some of these games are ridiculously priced. If you can find it at a good price, I recommend you getting it up. It's a hack and slash horror game, so if you're into that, try it out. This is just a a regular game. I love Pac-Man, so this is called Pac-Land for the TurboGrafx 16. It's not bad. It's kind of an adventure game. It's Pac-Man. It might be something you might enjoy, and I don't believe it's very expensive to get for the TurboGrafx 16. Another one here is a great game. It's called China Warrior. It is a fighting game, side-scrolling fighting game. A lot of people making fun of this game, but actually it really isn't bad. It's not a bad game to get for your TurboGrafx 16, and I don't think that's too expensive. Now this game here is kind of expensive. It's a cool pinball game, like a kind of like a alien sci-fi pinball game, and it's called Alien Crash. That's an awesome game to have for the TurboGrafx 16. I picked this up at a flea market a long time ago for $7, so that's not a bad game to have. Another game to have that's pretty good and kind of hard is a shooter called Sidearms. That's another one. If you want to get into shooters, Jake, it's a pretty awesome shooter, but I'm telling you, you'll be practicing a whole lot. You can learn how to play shooters playing that game, trust me. Next game here everybody has and everybody hates. It is Keith Courage. Now that you can probably get this for $2 or $3. It's a side-scrolling game, and actually I heard there was an anime made in Japan on that, Keith Courage, but yeah, sometimes it came boxed with the system, so that's another cool one to have. This one is called, I think it's called Natopia. I was at a local Goodwill last year, and they sell their games for $2. People say that it's kind of like a Zelda game. I believe this is high in price, and I paid a whopping $2 for it, and that's it right there. Natopia. It's the only TurboGrafx 16 game I ever seen there, and I couldn't believe it was in there and everything. Usually when you find cases that are TurboGrafx at Goodwills, there's nothing in there. So it was good to have that. Now the last one I got here, I think you would really enjoy. It's kind of it's an adventure game, and it's called Bonk's Adventure. I got that a long time ago. I got that for $5. It's a great game, pretty decent graphics, but Bonk's Revenge 2 is a good one, and Airzonk that go to the adventures of Bonk. You know, they're great games too. I have played them. I don't own them yet. Maybe in the future. Now I want to show you just. I'm sorry, guys. My phone fell. I have it on a pod thing, and it fell on the floor. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm not going to remake the video. I'm just going to show the rest of what I have here. This video is going a little too long, but I wanted to show some box art, and this is Sidearms for the TurboGrafx 16. Like I said before, it's hard to find these in the box in good condition. This box is in really good condition. The next one here is Legendary Axe. That's the box art for it. Like I said, the box art for these games are awesome. If you can get them boxed, that's great. But if you do, you're probably going to pay a little more for the game. Next one here, it's kind of beat up. It's one of my favorite games. It is Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse for the TurboGrafx 16. You can see it's ripped on the side there. But yeah, that's it right there. But that's all I got today. I wanted to show my friend Jake my TurboGrafx 16 collection. Keep gaming, guys, and I will be having a pickup video here soon. I've been rounding up a few games, and I'm going to get a few more, and then I'm going to do that video soon. So take care, and I'll talk to you later.